Well, hello, everyone, and welcome once again. So, Michael, what do you have for us today?
I have a bunch of random stuff that I put together, maybe 15 minutes before we are supposed to start recording, but someone's computer decided that they wanted to take a shit on us.
Updating. Same thing, though, but
Yeah, I hate when computers update. I thought I'd figure out, and since this one is airing on January 20th, I thought I'd look ahead and look at for today in history facts. Y'all know that January 20th is Inauguration Day. Good luck, President Biden. Good or bad, we're stuck with him for at least another 4 years. So, I'm going to start off with, 1986, before me and Ernie Birth were born, before either of us were even a twinkle in our daddy's eye. January 20th was the first Martin Luther King Jr. Day. First federalized Martin Luther King Jr. Day. All right. In honor of it being the inauguration of January 20th, FDR was the first president to be inaugurated on January 20th, the second of his 4 terms, and it has been held on January 20th ever since then. That was 1937. The fun one that I found, 1982. This is the day that Ozzy Osbourne bit the head off the bat in a concert at Des Moines, Iowa. And forgive me if I didn't say Des Moines right, because, I'm from West Virginia, and I can't pronounce other things. So that's what I have. We're actually recording this on January 11th, and just kind of a little shout out and stuff like that. Something that I've always been interested in, love reading about is the Holocaust. Anne Frank's Diary is one of my favorite books to read. Meet Geist, the lady that hid Anne Frank and the other ones in the attic. She died this day in 2010 at age 100 in the Netherlands. So that are my interesting fun facts for today. And I will end my little beginning rant with a wonderful quote that anyone who went to Lewis County High School prior to 2010 or 11, I'm not quite sure when the Wicked Witch of the West left. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.
Oh, God, that brings back memories. You could always see and hear her coming. Clank, clank, clank.
Funny story about that. I was at school on Halloween one day, and I was in the home ec Miss Leiden's class, I think. Mm-hmm. And you heard those heels coming down the hallway. And one of my classmates, Casey, she goes, "Well, it is Halloween, and here comes the Wicked Witch of the West," or the Wicked Witch of Weston. And I about died laughing. So did the teacher, because the teacher didn't like her at all. But yeah, I don't know. I still that quote still haunts me, and even though hearing that every morning on the announcements, it does kind of ring true. So. Sorry, I'm drinking Coke, and I haven't drank regular Coke in a long time. So I might burp a lot throughout this. And I'm really craving another one of those little brownie cookie things that I made, because I made a pack of instant, easy mix chocolate chip cookies. And I'm too lazy to split them up and make little cookies. So I just put it in a pan and made a little cookie brownie thing. And it's still warm and gooey and yummy.
Nice. So would you ever bite the head off of a bat, Michael?
Well, seeing how that kind of got us into the whole coronavirus thing, and I just made the connection to the two, I say it's probably not a good idea anymore. So
you're saying Ozzy created the coronavirus, right?
I love Ozzy Osbourne, and he's probably got so many drugs in his system, he's probably immune to it. So he was probably safe.
I mean, I'll give you that one. He probably was safe.
So, what do you have for us today? Because I have a bunch of other things, but I don't use all my stuff in one thing.
Well, what do I have? Probably not as much as you, because, I'm one of them lazy bastards that doesn't really plan for a whole lot.
Listen, I planned this whole entire thing in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Time management and procrastination.
Nice. Well, freaking... Second. Oh, they going to do?
Oh. Wait, what was that thing I said earlier that we were kind of amazed about?
The Pringles?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Ernie's figuring out what the fuck he's doing over there. I decided to look up, random facts and stuff like that. And I found a website from Best Life, bestlifeonline.com, random fun facts. Pringles aren't actually potato chips. They are not made of thinly sliced potatoes, but instead of dehydrated potato flakes pressed into their signature parabolic shape. And I'm reading verbatim from the website. That's what makes them less greasy. The FDA ruled that Pringles cannot be marketed as chips, and that's why the can says potato crisps.
Nice. Very interesting. Who knew? They're not potato chips.
Oh, there's so many other fun ones on here. I don't know.
I'm afraid to ask.
The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland.
So they have a real unicorn in Scotland.
I didn't say that they did.
You sound a little disappointed there, Michael.
I'm thinking... Hey, I love unicorns. I am a fucking unicorn, okay? I am fabulous, and I shit rainbows, okay?
Well, while you're doing your thing, a little bit more on our herbal side that I started back before we introduced Michael there.
Sorry, help that's landing over at the hospital.
Oh yeah, we are kind of close. But on our herbalistic side that I started a little before, there the mint plant and its herbal is used to relax the muscles of the GI tract and other digestive health. So, you have a little bit of digestive health, get you some mint and make it like a tea. So
I don't know much about herbal remedies, but one of these days when you do need to get my cousin on here with us because she is very, she knows about plants and stuff like that. She can go out into the forest and pick you out something for just about anything. So I really don't know a whole lot about it.
I don't know a whole lot. I know some, and I already kind of told that on previous episodes. But
speaking of interesting therapies, Ernie was going through this little thing he found on his phone, like a whole bunch of different little things to talk about. And he mentioned a thing called light therapy. And he asked me what I thought about it. And I was like, I have no freaking clue because I've never heard of it. So I asked Google. But it's interesting. It's used to treat seasonal affective disorder, seasonal depression. Basically, it consists of exposure to daylight or some equivalent form of light. Exposure of the skin to specific wavelengths of light using polychromatic polarized light to treat a skin condition. So, yeah, that's what Google has to say about that.
Nice.
And I am not afraid to say that if I do not know something as a nurse, I will look it up on Google. Because, I'm sorry, I'm only in my third year of nursing. Third, let's see.
Fourth, third?
Working on my fourth, I believe. Actually, I think tomorrow, January 21st, is the day that I went and took my LPN boards in 2018. So, but I've been working as a nurse since before Christmas of 2017.
Nice. I just kind of figured to ask you, since you have a little more knowledge on the medical side than I do.
Yeah, I wish I had more med surg and ER training and stuff like that, but where I'm from, they don't utilize LPNs in the ER. So I know geriatrics, which is your nursing homes and stuff like that, long-term care facilities, and mental health facilities. And I absolutely love mental health. I love trauma too.
All right, well, So here's a subject you might know on. What do you know about dementia and Alzheimer's?
Like, I know it's a horrible thing to watch to go through.
Oh, yes.
I know it's a very, very sad disease. I have to admit, there are some points in time that it does kind of have its amusing sides. I know that people are, slowly coming to their end and stuff like that, but I had a family friend whose grandma had Alzheimer's. And every time I went to her house for dinner, her house to visit, her grandma would be sitting in a rocking chair, looking out the front door, and I was always somebody different. One day I was her husband, another day I was her son, and went through this. And then one day I walked in the door and there was a freaking coffee cup flying at my head because I was the guy who abandoned her at her prom. And yeah, she was really mad at me. I feel sorry for this guy. Like, that was a big coffee cup too.
So kind of probably my size coffee cup.
Probably.
Because I do drink a lot of coffee. Some people say too much, but I don't think there's too much.
I like coffee when it doesn't taste like coffee anymore.
I mean, four cups of sugar, 3 cups of cream, and a teaspoon of coffee.
Maybe 2 teaspoons of coffee.
Okay.
I do drink a lot of the Starbucks, like energy coffees and stuff like that, because that's really the only type of energy drink. I don't know if you consider that an energy drink or not, but I don't like Red Bull. I think it tastes disgusting.
I'm not too keen on the energy drinks myself, but I drink the hell out of straight black coffee.
I love the smell of it. I love the smell of coffee. Like, I love going down the aisle at Kroger's. I love. Sorry, like the random light came on that I've never seen before across my back window, and I really thought the helicopter like landed in this person's yard. But I'm having severe ADD moments today. We're talking about coffee. That little aisle where you can grind your coffee beans and stuff like that. It always smelled so delicious.
Oh, yeah. But what I know about Alzheimer's dementia is, well, I went through a little rough patch with my dad had it. And apparently there's more than one different kind of dementia, which I thought it was all the same. But the type he had was called vascular dementia. And it was a slowly going backwards. He could remember stuff way back, but couldn't remember what he had for breakfast. And he never knew who I was. But at least I'm thankful that he knew I was still family. A lot of times he thought I was his brother Jack. But, him being my uncle, we do resemble each other, and with me going with the white hair early, like my uncle did. I think he was 16 when he went full white. And also, that could be along to the reason. And he had a rough time. I tried to get him help so many times through Weston, and all they kept on telling me that it wasn't a problem in his head. It wasn't to do with his head. I mean, I don't know, kind of was. And then we had a little incident where he had a fit. I was on with the dementia helpline and all. They said, the cops were there to help, which they were. A lot of them, they'd come in, talk to him, flash their blue lights, a light around the house. So, I scared those people off because he's always afraid someone was after him, and mom there stealing stuff. Well, one cop apparently tried to make a name for himself, and instead of doing that, bears down the door and just freaking gets in a wrestling match with a dementia patient, 73 years old at the time.